So here we are in Sierra Beck's office. Sierra Beck is the registered dietitian at Shoprite in Summers Point. And she's going to take us on a store tour and give us all these great tips about how to have healthy meals for busy lifestyles.
Hi, welcome to Summers Point Shoprite. Come and visit me. Free nutrition counseling, free store tours, free community events, anything health and wellness related in the community. I would love to be there and help out in any way I can.
This is the Helping Families Eat Better Meal of the Week. This is run by the dietitian. So what we do is we put a really easy recipe, less than 10 ingredients, balanced recipe right here. All the ingredients that you need to make it. So it can be for that mom on the run. What's for dinner tonight? Oh, here we go. And it's run by the dietitians. We try our best to feature interesting products and make the meals very easy, very realistic for a busy person to do. All right, so I am pulling out my handy dandy My Plate. Have you ever seen this?
I have not.
So this took over the food pyramid.
Oh,
so
yes.
Now this is what we are using. This is My Plate. So when someone comes into ShopRite of Summers Point, you know the best place to start is the produce department. So half your plate is fruits and vegetables. So that means half your cart should probably be fruits and vegetables also. So we have a ton of great variety here at ShopRite of Summers Point. We have this entire wall that's organic section for those who like to eat organic. This is our fresh cut veggie program. So, you know, once again, everyone's busy. If you don't have time to chop up your vegetables, that's not an excuse anymore because we've done it for you. So you can make mashed potatoes out of these, pizza crust out of these. You could use it as a stir fry. So instead of rice, use cauliflower crumbles for those who are trying to watch their carbohydrates. So we have some with nuts, some with seeds, we have dried fruit, but this is a great place for snacking. The nuts provide those healthy fats and the protein. The dried fruit provides the carbohydrate to give you that quick energy. We do recommend eating seafood twice a week. All of our fish it's flown in fresh every single day, so it is, you know, something that you should definitely put on your grocery list. Being a dietitian, you have to go through 5 years of schooling, so that's 4 years to get your bachelor's, and then 1 year of an internship. If you don't do the internship, you cannot become, where you get experience, you cannot become an RD. Then you have to sit for the exam and obviously pass to become an RD. So there is a big difference between a dietitian and a nutritionist. I went to University of Connecticut. I knew right away I wanted to go into dietetics because of my background in sports and how food influences the way you perform. And then throughout my bachelor's degree, I learned how much I loved disease prevention and management, which I was very surprised that I loved that, but that's kind of what got me into supermarket dietetics and all of that. Or you could come, grab a container, fill it with the all this beautiful cut veggies, fill it so it can last for like 3 days, and buy a few bags of lettuce, and there you go. There's filling half your plate with vegetables at dinner. You always do want protein. So we do have salmon here, we have chicken here. We do cater to those who are gluten intolerant, need to watch gluten with, you know, celiac disease. This whole section, aisle 12 in Summers Point ShopRite, is dedicated to those who are gluten-free or who choose to be on a gluten-free diet. We don't put everything that's gluten-free here because some things are naturally gluten-free. So Cheerios are actually now gluten-free, but they're gonna remain in the regular cereal aisle. They will have a tag though, like this. So you can walk through the regular aisles and scan even salad dressings people need to watch. We mark if they're gluten-free.
Can you give us a little bit of background on those kind of unusual, newer type of foods that I try to think about as well, and I actually have them in my own kitchen. But what is it about that we're all talking about?
Yeah, so these seeds are, you know, they're termed, you know, superfoods. Chia and flax, hemp, they all have their special benefits, but really the main focus is it's adding fiber, it's adding those omega-3s, it's adding protein. So we all know how those really help cholesterol, helps blood sugar. So adding these into your oatmeal or your sprinkle on a salad, or people make chia pudding
I know that these seeds are so tiny, and if you take, let's say, a teaspoon or a tablespoon, that's okay, but
A lot of
people
the
are still
time,
wondering about calories.
You know, it is quality over quantity a lot of the time. So your body processes calories differently. So I always, I'd say, here's a 100-calorie apple, here's a 100-calorie snack pack. They are very different. So I do want people to choose, don't worry so much about calories, worry about the nutrition. Worry about getting those good foods into your diet. All right, so this is quinoa. It is, trending. People know about it, but there's still, when I do a demo with it, there are still people that have never tried it before. So this is a whole grain. It has fiber in it. It has protein in it. So it is really good with keeping you full. You don't need that much to keep you full, and it's so versatile. So you could use it as a rice. Yesterday I made it kind of like a breakfast cereal with almond milk and blueberries, and it was really good. You can also make it into a salad. So add craisins, dried apricots. You could do almonds and maybe like an orange vinaigrette and make a nice salad for it. So it's if you need something to bring to a barbecue in the summer, that's something that it's healthier than a potato salad. Use quinoa as the base.
And would you say that I like to have oatmeal in the morning? So it seems to me that when I make quinoa, it's kind of the same consistency of an oatmeal. Would it maybe replace my oatmeal?
You could definitely have it replace your oatmeal. So I would just stick to, about half a cup to a cup, depending on what else you're adding to it.
And I like to add those dried fruits, the cranberries and almonds.
And it does have the protein, so it will keep you full, the protein and fiber. So this is a new trending item. This is Banza. It's made from chickpeas.
Woo!
So it is gluten-free for those who need to be on a gluten-free diet. It's very high in fiber and protein. So it's a good switch up. So if you're looking for more protein in your diet, more fiber, this would be something good to do. You treat it just like pasta. So it's a new fun product that's out there.
Well, I think I'm definitely going to be shopping here because you know what? This is my favorite Shoprite anyway, and I'm loving this, that I'm finding this new chickpea pasta. Great.
So the most important thing here is always choosing Greek yogurt. The difference is the carbohydrate content and the protein content. So this is a regular yogurt. Let's see, 25 grams of carbs, 6 grams of protein. This Greek yogurt, 22 grams of carbs, 12 grams. So this is double the protein, less sugar. So this is always going to be a better choice. Go for Greek yogurt. Have it for breakfast, have it for lunch. Buy a flavor, have it for dessert. Add a little granola in there and you're good to go. Or fresh fruit if you don't have one that's already flavored. So Greek yogurt is always a good go-to. So if you don't do Greek, you can do Icelandic. This is coming of age. It's trending right now. I'm not even gonna try. Skyr? I think it's skyr. But the vanilla, it has the same protein. So this has 14 grams of protein, 100 calories, only 11 grams of carbs. So this is even more of, it's like the upper level of Greek yogurt if you want to go Icelandic. One thing you do need to check are ingredients on peanut butter. So when I grab, a typical peanut butter, you look at ingredients: roasted peanuts, sugar, hydrogenated vegetable oil, salt. There are better options. So I have Shoprite Organic, it's great. Let's look at the ingredients. Dry roasted peanuts, sea salt. So no added sugar, no added oil. Other great varieties, Smucker's All Natural, same thing, just peanuts and salt. So that's really the goal. These you do need to stir. I recommend, sitting there and stirring them, keeping them in the fridge so that they don't separate again. But even choosing an all natural version compared to a regular is going to be better. So
And I
try
know that when
them.
I buy the peanut butter, their oil is laying at the top.
Yes.
And then when I've never put my peanut butter in the refrigerator, that's interesting. I'm always keeping it on the shelf. So if I stir it when I first open
Yep.
it, and then I place it, I eat it, and then I place it into the refrigerator.
It will stay together. We have almond butter, soy butter for those who are allergic. We have actually a lot that are allergy friendly. So, you know, it's good to always change it up. You know, all almond butter versus peanut butter, they all have different nutrients. So get both in there. You don't have to stick to one. So jellies, you can get a lot with added sugar. You want to choose one where it's just fruit, a fruit spread. It's your body knows how to process that. My favorite is St. Dalfor. So if you look, the only ingredients, strawberries, red raspberries, black raspberries, cherries, sweetened only with fruit juice concentrate. Now if you pull up another brand, you're gonna get something different for ingredients. So we have black cherries, sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup. So there are better choices to make. So it does take time to look at ingredients, but it's worth it. So you always want whole wheat or whole grain. So wheat is a type of grain. You always want to see the word whole as the first ingredient. So if you just see enriched wheat flour, it's very different than whole wheat flour. So whole is the magic word here. So we do have whole wheat or whole grain bagel thins, the mini bagels, whole wheat English muffins. You could do whole wheat pitas. So we do have a large variety. Regular whole wheat bread we have white whole wheat bread. So there's a lot of options, but you do want the whole wheat or the whole grain because it will add that extra fiber in there. So this is the Dietitian Wellness End Cap. We put healthier items, trending items on this end cap. So if you're looking for a peanut butter or a cracker, you could go right here and say, hey, what did Sierra recommend? What's on the wellness end cap? Or if you're just looking for something different, something catches your eye, we do have the flax seed up here. It switches over every 2 weeks. So it is something great for everyone to come in and kind of see what I got going on there and see if anything catches their eye.
So it seems that so far we have 3 distinct areas that Sierra recommends, and she kind of puts her own personal stamp on it every week or 2. And that is this wellness end cap, the parts in the beginning of the show which talked about what you can grab to make a meal all at once, and then those beautifully colored fresh vegetables that are pre-packaged for you. So after a great workout, it's wonderful to replenish. And what's the best thing, or one of the greatest things to replenish with? A smoothie. But there's various ways to make a smoothie, and there's various types of products of food that go into the smoothie. So Sierra's going to tell us all about that.
So after a workout, the biggest thing is getting that carb and protein mix. So one thing when making smoothies, you want to make sure you have a protein. Add in the fruit, but make sure you have either Greek yogurt, milk, a protein powder, something that will give protein. One thing you need to realize is when we make a juice and it's just juice, it can be a lot of fruit condensed into one. So that's where we would like to offset it with a protein. It's also great to throw in some vegetables. So I've seen avocado being thrown into smoothies. I've seen carrots being juiced, and obviously throwing in spinach or kale would not hurt anyone. So throw a handful of spinach in there, you can't even taste it.
And I know one of my favorite type of a smoothie is a apple, carrot, ginger type of smoothie. And I love ginger, and I know that it's great to just throw that in. In fact, my little secret is that I cut up ginger and I place it into my salmon before I place it into the oven, and it just bakes right in, and yum yum. It's delicious.
Great way to add flavor. Never forget about the fresh herbs, fresh spices, things like that.
Yes,
great
absolutely.
way to flavor food. So this banner is right in the foyer of Summers Point Shoprite. It has my number on here. It has my email on here, so feel free to contact me in any way. I do free nutrition counseling. So weight gain, weight loss, diabetes management, high cholesterol. I help people with food allergies. So anything you have, you can call me, make an appointment, and then it's all free. I also give store tours. So if you get a group together, it could be Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, moms. I can walk you around and give you a personalized store tour. We can taste things along the way. I also do a lot of community events. So I go out to the schools. I talk to the kids in their cafeterias. I go to the JCC and work with their weight loss group. So I go to health fairs. I hit all aspects of Summers Point. So the main goal is just being here for the customer and anything that they may need health and wellness wise.
Shopping for myself. So I love to start with the fresh produce aisles, and sometimes I'll do organic, but not all the time. But I tend to go organic for my lettuces, and there's great lettuce here. So one of my tips is start with the lettuce because that's always your base. And today's lettuce has a lot more than just the typical iceberg that we used to have many years ago. So there's many different products that are sometimes mixed together as well, and they come in different colorful bags. So take a look and go for it. The bottom of the bowl, stock it with lettuce. I love these little sweet peppers. They're great. They are great because you can just have them as a snack, and I like to put little hummus on them, or you can make them in a salad or in a stir fry. So they come in this great big bag, and they're reasonably priced too. A great feature that Shoprite has. Coach Mindy loves olives. And if you're ever entertaining, of course, they're great to have olives and cheese, you know, traditional type of wine and cheese, but I like the pitted Kalamata olives, and olives are good for you. They do have a little extra salt, so if you're salt restricted, you have to be careful, but they are a mono unsaturated oil, so that's what's the good oil part of an olive. Here's my favorite tomato, cherubs. They really are quite sweet, and you can sometimes they say just keep them out, don't refrigerate them. So it depends on how you feel about that, but you do not have to refrigerate tomatoes. Thank you for being with us today, Sierra. And this is Coach Mindy signing off for Coach Mindy's Atlantic City Street Beat with health and fitness news that you can use every day to make yourself a better, healthier, wiser, happier person. And just gotta say, gotta run now.